Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be doing a sketchbook session, just like filling some pages in my sketchbook. And something I've talked about before in other videos, ways to improve your art. Some of the best ways to improve your art is to draw things from life and do studies and things like that. And some people asked for like specifics on how to do that sort of, or just like show, like they wanted me to kind of show how I do that. So for part of this video, I'm going to be painting a little portion of some trees in my backyard. And I'm definitely out of practice doing this. This isn't the best painting in the world, but I think it's a good way to kind of, it was like a good first practice one that I've done in a while. I just don't really paint from life a lot. I mostly just sketch or draw. Like I don't really work with colors that much from life, just like not in a while. So I'm definitely out of practice and it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to. But I find the really important things to focus on is trying to match the colors and trying to match the values and just look at all the negative spaces, which is basically the space in between things that can help you draw the actual leaves. And also simplify the leaves, because the thing I was staring at had tons of little round leaves on it. And I had to kind of look at it, and you can squint your eyes to see what the general shape of everything is. And I find that in behind leaves, it's a lot darker than it appears. So don't be afraid to go for a lot of contrast, because forests actually tend to have a lot of contrast. It's kind of a fun thing to notice just how dark the leaves can get, and just how all the different shades of green. I found it a little bit difficult to mix the exact colors. I wasn't going for realism though. I kind of went in with some brighter colors at some points. In the shadows, I tried to kind of experiment a little bit. And I think it was good practice for me to kind of get into doing this a bit more, because the more you do, the better you get. So I definitely recommend trying to paint some stuff from life. Also from photographs. I guess both have different benefits to them, but people say always try to do it from life so that there's no distortion from the camera lens and you can look at it from different angles. But the one con, I guess, from drawing from life is that things can move, and I was drawing this at kind of close to sunset, so the footage starts to get darker and darker, and eventually the light was gone from the leaves, so my reference completely changed. And I definitely took a more stylized approach. It's not very realistic, but it was a good kind of observational practice for me. The final result doesn't have to be amazing. Of course, it's always nice if it is, but a lot of the time the process actually teaches you a lot. After I painted the leaves, I did one of my favorite things to do that helps me improve a lot, I think, is I go on Google Images or Pinterest and I just try to find photos that inspire me, or I try to find a bunch of different references for things that I want to learn how to draw better. And a lot of the time my focus is animals, because I really like animals and there's just so many different kinds and I want to learn how to draw a lot of them. So I really like to pull up pictures of them with different angles and just try to observe them and sketch them out quickly. And this just helps you translate what you see to paper. It works on that like hand-eye coordination sort of thing. And it helps with your observational drawing skills. So that's kind of this whole video, just like me doing a bunch of little studies, but The painting one definitely took the most time, so most of that is the painting one, but the rest is just me trying to sketch out some animals. And honestly, I always have a lot of fun doing that, especially if I can't think of anything to draw. I'll just work on studying how to draw animals or buildings, people, figure drawing, just anything like that. I always think that these sketchbook videos of just me sketching is boring, but then I think to the kinds of videos that I watch, and I actually love watching people draw in their sketchbooks and just to see like their sort of like trial and error and like erasing things and just like the way that they use their sketchbooks. I personally find that really interesting, so I hope some of you will find this video interesting as well, because I kind of like to make the videos that I like to watch, because I find if I make something that I would enjoy watching, then I am more proud of the final product of the video, rather than trying to like make something that I think other people will like. It's kind of nice to find the balance between doing what you want to do and also what people want to see. And if it's both of those things, then that's great. So I've been trying to do that lately with my videos. Also, a lot of you have been saying that you want prints and telling me like certain pieces that you would like to see as a print. And I've ordered prints and they're taking forever to arrive. I'm so sorry about that. I'm really excited to see how they turned out. They're just little postcard prints, but I just really wanted them to arrive. They're so far 2 days late, which means now we're in the weekend and they're not going to get delivered until probably Monday. So I will definitely let you know when those are available. Another thing that I really like about sketchbooks, or another thing that I kind of experiment with, is just the things that I sketch with. I always prefer mechanical pencil, like that's my favorite thing, but I find if I use ink or something a little bit more permanent, it kind of helps me be more decisive with my lines because I can't erase them. I kind of try not to erase just because I don't know, it's kind of nice to get it right the first time, and erasing is sort of like, I don't know, if you can go straight in with pen and draw something, that's a really good skill to have. So the more you practice doing that, the better you'll get at that. And I'm always trying to like every time I try to do that, like things just don't turn out well. And then when I switch to pencil and I can be a bit more loose and do lighter lines and slowly build up the details, I'm always more happy with the way my sketches turn out. So I always feel guilty for using pencil almost because I can't like go straight in with pen, but I think that's fine. Like tons of people use pencil. But I wish I could do just pen, but that's going to take a lot of, like, certain things I can, but I always like to kind of loosely sketch and, like, figure out the basic shapes and then go over top of everything, like, loosely and quickly, rather than going really slow and careful with the pen, because things get kind of stiff that way for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, just seeing me work in my sketchbook. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope you found it interesting. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.